Hello, class 11 students. We have seen that in this chapter, Othello, Iago is a villain and he has already studied human psychology very well and realized that jealousy is something which torments human mind to such an extent that it leads to distraction. So that is exactly what he did with Othello. He is he you know slowly poisoned Othello's mind, and gradually we find that Othello starts doubting Desdemona, and since Othello considers Iago as a very trusted and honest man, he starts believing himself. Means he starts believing Iago and starts doubting his wife. Iago begged apology for having moved him, but Othello urged him to go on. Iago pretended that he was reluctant to produce anything against Cassio. However, he reminded Othello how Desdemona had rejected many suitable matches of her own clime and complexion and married him, which showed unnatural in her and proved to have a strong will. So, Iago said that I'm very sorry, please don't mind my words. Whatever maybe, these are some wrong observations of me, but since I am concerned about you, I'm just telling you that way. But please don't take them very seriously. But Othello said, means by now, Othello is fully he's fully convinced of what Iago was saying, and means had been saying, and he feels that means he wants to know more. And Iago, he's saying that he shows that he's not at all willing to speak about anything against Cassio. So he says that why don't you think in this way? Don't you think that it is very unnatural of Desdemona to choose you among all the other suitors of her same rank and status and of belonging to the means same complexion, okay, that white skin complexion. So she is a woman who has a very strong will, means whatever she in the sense that she is a headstrong woman, whatever she thinks, she does it that way. So when better judgment returned, how probable it was that she would fall upon comparing Othello with the white-complexioned young Italians of a nation. He therefore advised Othello to put off his reconcilement with Cassio a little longer. So Iago said that, don't you think that it is very unnatural of Desdemona to choose you? And maybe after marriage she realized her mistake, and she feels that she has taken a wrong decision by marrying you. When she tried to compare you with the other young Italians, she found that they were much better than you. So is it not possible that she thinks in that way? And he also added that, don't be in a hurry to reinstate Cassio back in his position. You can always, delay it for some more time. Meanwhile, Othello should note with what earnestness Desdemona would solicit for Cassio. So mischievously, the treacherous villain laid his plots to turn the gentle qualities of the innocent lady into her distraction, to make a net out of her own goodness, to entrap her. First, by setting on Cassio to entreat her for mediation, and then, out of the mediation, contriving stratagems for her ruin. So, what kind of a person was Iago? The author is now saying that Iago tells Othello that you should note, the way Desdemona pleads for Cassio before you, then you will understand, whether she is, whether you should, means she is a complete trustworthy woman or not. And then the narrator goes on to say that, see how vile, vicious, all the wrong adjectives for Iago he is. He only advises Cassio. He is he turns all the virtues of Desdemona into vices, that all the good qualities as bad qualities, just to trap her. And not only that, Iago advises Michael Cassio to go and plead for his case before Desdemona, and then he takes those meetings, okay, to bring them their destruction. Othello's long conversation with Iago led him to restlessness. Neither poppy nor the juice of mandragora, nor all the sleeping potions means medicines of the world, could once again restore to him that sweet rest which he enjoyed only yesterday. So only the day before, Iago was a very free man, free from any kind of jealousies and any doubt that that gives a person sleepless night. So Othello was distracted to such an extent that he couldn't sleep properly, and it said that no sleeping medicine could put him to sleep. His occupation sickened him. He disliked his occupation. He could not fight delight in arms. His heart that used to be roused at the sight of troops would no longer stir at the sound of drums or the neighing of war horses. So he was a general, and he was a soldier at heart. The moment he would hear the drums, he would see the soldiers, hear the neighing of the war horses. That itself, stirred him to action. But after this meeting with Iago, nothing interested him. He seemed to have lost all that pride and ambition which are the virtues of a soldier. So in one word, he did not find any interest in his work. Sometimes he thought his wife to be honest. Again, he wondered that she was not. At times he thought Iago to be just, but at times he thought the contrary. So there was he was in a state of dilemma, a complete doubt. He didn't understand that whom he should trust, either Iago or his wife. Sometimes he thought that no, what Iago is saying is wrong, and sometimes he thought that no, he should not trust his wife. Thus he was speechless with these distracting thoughts. Once he laid hold on Iago's throat and demanded proof of Desdemona's guilt, or threatened instant death for having belied her. So once he was so distracted, he just got hold of Iago by his throat and said, now give me some proof, show me some proof, else I won't believe, that what you're saying is correct. Iago feigned indignation at his honesty, that his honesty was misinterpreted to be a vice. He pointed out if Othello had seen a handkerchief in the hand of Desdemona that was strawberry spotted, and Othello acknowledged that it was a first gift to Desdemona. So Iago said that, okay, do you want a proof? Do you remember that there was a handkerchief of Desdemona, a strawberry spotted handkerchief? So Othello said, yes, of course I remember that was my first gift to her. That same handkerchief, said Iago, did I see Michael Cassio this day wipe his face with? Othello replied, If it be as you say, I will not rest till wide revenge swallow them up. First, for a token of your fidelity, I expect that Cassio shall be put to death within 3 days, and for that fair devil I will withdraw and devise some swift means of death for her. So Othello said, What? You have seen Michael Cassio wiping his face with that very handkerchief that I had given her? Okay, then death for both of them. Okay, death for Cassio within 3 days, and I will also put Desdemona to death for such an offense. We stop here today. We'll do the rest of it in the next class. Thank you.